Fat Bald-Sicilian, FBS. I am very grateful for Fat Bald-Sicilian. I'll tell you why. FBS created more channels than Comcast.
You know, and then it's not like you have no violence on your record until you're 30, and then one night you just decide to go out and kill a cop. It doesn't happen like that. I got shot also. See that right there?
Oh my God.
Yeah, brother. I got shot 3 times.
But what I'm trying to say is that I knew that my life could have ended any given day, any given night, but it didn't happen.
Fabrizio was always a tough kid. He was a tough kid. He had a nice punch. If he hit you, he would knock you the fuck out.
Your show, people are interested in your show. They look at you regardless. Remember I always said who was going to make it? You and him. You prospered exactly what I knew you were going to do.
Then I also think there was part of it where like that feeling that you had after watching that show, like the second it ended and it went to black, and that panic was like, that's what Tony had to deal with every single day.
In the Soprano family, we welcomed everyone, no matter what you did, even if you had one line or one word.
You know, and Lucky Luciano's buried like behind my house in the cemetery.
Nah, bro, you already successful because you overcame a lot of obstacles in life, my brother. Because me and you, we could have easily been back into the streets. You know what I'm saying? When times got hard, fuck no. Because guess what? Upstate, they leave the lights on for you. You feel me?
Streets, that's how I know him. The llamas or the llamas or the llamas green. I still ain't seen no green. The color of his color green. You know what I'm saying? This is my dude, FBS, all day. Don't get it fucked up, twisted. Nothing fake about it.
You're the king of Mark II, so let them keep on coming at you. The more they hate you, the more successful you're gonna be.
You come at the king, you best not miss.
Gizzo, what's going on, everybody? Good morning. I'm seeing some things in the chat here that I'm not familiar with. I'm not understanding it at this point in time. I need some context here. What is this? FBS, why did you not tell me she is a cop? Okay, what did I miss? I'm assuming it's something that was on Chicago Muscle Show. What did I miss? Who's a cop? What's the new story on MobTube? I can't wait to hear. Miss Can't Be Wrong, good morning. Sally, good morning. Jennifer Giselle, good morning. Dave, what's up, bro? Rona 456, my man. Jesse Roth. And we're back to this guy, Waterhead, Tooth Forgot To. Are you a made guy? I was introduced to a cop. I'm a made guy. What is going on? War. What's up, my man? Let's see, John DeLong. No freaking ZD now. You're War. Shout out to Cameron Rashid. Thank you, sir. Well, what's going on, guys? Fill me in. What is it? What happened? And there's something else I need to know too. I want to find out what happened on Angel's show last night with Jeff Nadeau and how she responded to the fight talk. Because last night I was in a particularly bad mood, and I was watching some TV and shit with Shanna, and I did not want to be fucking bothered. The more my phone went off, the more pissed off I got. So I turned my phone off completely, which I never do. I just turned that shit off, sat it on the couch, and went about my business. You know, I couldn't take another text message or phone call. It's getting back to that point, guys, where I'm losing my shit now. It's like, okay, it's fucking morning, noon, and night. What is going on? Did the entire fucking chat stop? There's 55 people. That's not a lot, but holy shit. What is going on? What's happening here? That's the last comment. Having a clue. Says War. Nobody knows anything? What the fuck? Nobody saw Nadeau on Angel's show or anything like that? Nobody knows what this cop thing in the chat is about? Nobody knows anything. What the fuck is going on? These slap nuts. Hey, what's up? What's up, bro? I don't know what to say. I'm just gonna wait, I guess, because I need this information. And no, I was not gonna watch Angel's show last night under any circumstances. Jeff called me a couple of times, but like I said, at that point, and that was before Angel's show, I think. I just wasn't trying to take any more phone calls. It's no offense to anyone. I've had it. So I'm about to. I think they're talking about Maureen Moe, but I'm not sure. Oh, why isn't anybody saying anything? What the fuck is going on today, guys? What are you doing? I don't know. Give me a second, though. The fuck is happening? It's very strange way to start the show. Everybody said, listen, guys, when FBS gets here, let's just all not talk in the chat. We won't say anything. Playing the fucking silent game with me, are you? Oh. Let me see. Totally understand FBS talk people. Yeah, I don't know. No, I just didn't want to be on the phone. That's all. I wasn't feeling it. You know, we started watching a couple of nights ago was Oz. I haven't seen that show since it first came out. I watched it all back then, but I don't remember any of it. That is a weird fucking show. I was reminded over the last couple of nights. Very, very strange show. It's the most unrealistic shit I've ever seen in my life. You know, like a guy kills a dude, and then he instantly gets the death penalty. There's no trial. There's no sentencing. There's no anything. Then he meets a Muslim guy, and he's well, before that, he met a Muslim guy, and he's instantly Muslim. You know, like there's no. Oh, and then another guy who Eric Roberts played. That guy confesses to like, I don't know, 20 or 30 fucking killings of women, murders, whatever. And they just execute him. They don't have him give statements or put him on trial for those murders. They just execute him. Very stupid show, but I'm probably going to keep watching it. Yeah, I don't know what to say, guys. I mean, I guess I'll end the show. Honestly, I'm probably just going to end the show. I don't know what happened. There's no chat. There's 73 people and no chat whatsoever. So I don't know. I guess I'm going to end it. I'll give it a few minutes, but this is absurd. I don't know. What is going on with you guys? What are you, seriously, you playing some sort of fucking game with me? What is happening here? Where is everybody? Did everybody leave? Where did Miss Can't Be Wrong and Chicago Muscle and Jennifer and Sally and Dave and Ronan and Jesse and Waterhead Tooth Forgot to and fucking everybody? Where did you all go? It's only War left? No freaking ZD now? Yeah, I see you. You're all I see pretty much. Yeah, but that's not something that just happens like overnight. You don't have 78 people and people just don't comment in the chat. What the fuck is going on? Okay, there's Dave. I understand. Chicago Muscle. Thank you for the explanations. At least I know. What the fuck? Okay, is there any chance anybody saw Angel's show last night? Anybody of all 78 of you? Did anybody see Angel's show? I got to get the ball rolling here. I don't understand what's happening. It's the nicest thing someone said to me. What, did I see you? He said, please see me. Jesse's at work. Okay, at work. I'm sorry. Okay. I didn't like Oz or Sons of Anarchy. Yeah, I could do without both of them. But I don't know. What else is there to watch? I just watch old shit. I didn't see her show. Thank you, Dave. No, I don't watch Mrs. Rickard. Wow, did everybody stop watching Angel? Usually you guys would have a whole fucking report. Maybe I should have called Jeff before the show. I want to know what happened, if they debated and what took place. I mean, I would assume if there was a debate that Jeff probably crushed Angel. Nadu backed out? Did he really, Harry Balls? Are you telling me the truth? Aren't you a troll? I believe you are, right? I fell asleep. She said her nephew did her his bet. Oh, all right. There you go, Angel. See? There you go. That's good. No more need to even talk about it then, really. I mean, maybe a little, but I didn't know she did a show last night. I don't know. I got a message from Jeff saying, plus, this is what's blowing my mind. Okay, he didn't come on. Yeah, because yesterday you guys were all saying that Jeff was going on Angel's show, and now, but he backed out. I don't blame him. Why go on her show? Fuck that. Why not make her come on your show, bro? She's not a queen. She doesn't get to fucking summon people over, summons or whatever, summon people over to her. Fuck that. She tried that shit with me. FBS, I want you on my show at 9 o'clock. Sharp. Fuck you. What? You want what? Tripping. She likes her safe space, you know? No, not a troll, only with pizza. Okay, sorry, Harry Balls. I don't know what it is that made me think you were a troll, Harry Balls. Chris Capello, good morning. Good morning to good morning, FBS, my brother. And now I'm trying to say good to see you, Chris Capello. I'm having a lot of trouble talking the last few months. I think I'm losing my ability to speak. I don't know why. All right, what else was I going to ask you guys about? Oh, what is? Oh, the thing with the cop is Maureen, I guess. Okay. You see, guys, this goes to show you I don't watch anything. I really don't. I don't watch any, and at this point, I mean, honestly, I don't watch anything anymore. And that's no offense to anyone. I just don't. I'm tired of MobTube. I'm tired of. So I don't really watch Chicago. I don't really watch SoFlo. Those are the only shows I really watched. And Jesse, even I don't watch Jesse. And that's. I swear to God, no offense to any of you guys. I don't want to ever be reminded of this throughout my day. That's why I'm getting sick of phone calls and texts. You know, I don't want to be reminded of any of this shit. So I just don't watch anymore. It's like my head has been filled with this shit for years. You know, I don't want to watch anything. I can't say that though. I still watch SoFlo from time to time in Chicago here and there, and Jesse every once in a while. But you know what I mean. For the most part, like every day, I don't watch. Queen Rickard, request your presence. Yeah. It's like you get like a fancy little letter in the mail with a bow on it, and it's rolled up, and you got to unroll it, and it says, "Miss Rickard, the Queen. Miss Gotti, the Queen. What are you trying to do to me? Request your presence tonight at 9 p.m." Of course, it would say it in a much fancier way than that, and then you're supposed to show up. Fuck that. Everyone is starting to wake up. As far as what? I don't watch you either. No, you know what I meant, bro. I didn't mean that in any way that's offensive. I meant that I just don't watch MobTube. And that's how I was for the longest time. And then I got back into it for a while. And now I just don't watch it anymore. It has nothing to do with Chicago or SoFlo or Jesse. I just don't. Like, for instance, if I'm just chilling, I'm with Shanna, or I'm trying to just relax and have a peaceful night, I don't want to hear MRE's name or fucking. I don't want to hear about anybody from MobTube. You know, that's all. It has nothing to do with anybody's. At Chicago, I told you, has one of the greatest fucking shows in the history of MobTube right now. SoFlo's doing great. I love Jesse's show personally. I just don't. I don't listen to MobTube stuff. I'm trying to take a break from it all. You know, even guys, even last night, like I dread this shit. I used to love waking up and doing a show when I started doing mornings and stuff. I fucking hate it now. I don't want to do a show. I don't want to start my day with this nonsense in my head. So I got news for you guys. I don't watch myself either. I do whatever it takes to get through these shows to try to make a little money, and then I move on with my day. That's it. La, 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 la. I only take orders from my wife and kids. Somebody calls me to their channel on a schedule. Fuck that. Yeah, nah, come on. That's absurd. But, you know, she would try that shit. I'm talking about Alex Murdoch tonight. Oh, okay. That's what's up. The letter comes on Tuesdays. Always on Tuesdays. Angel's letters. All kinds of lies are going around. I know that. Supposedly you pay CM and SoFlo to defend you. SoFlo is accused by Tooth Forgatu of calling his mother, all kinds of nutty stuff, FBS. Well, listen, guys. I pay CM and SoFlo. Where have people been for the last 3 years? Even lately, you've seen me go at people that I've tried not years, for a year not to go at. Okay, not to fucking attack in any way. I've ignored their bullshit and everything, which proves that there's a breaking point with me, no matter what. I've fought with every single person on MobTube. I know you're new around here, Nick. But the day I need anybody to fucking fight my battles for me is the day I just quit and leave and go do something else. I don't give a fuck about fighting with any of you douchebags. I use it for content sometimes. So why the fuck would I pay? First of all, me pay anybody? The whole point of me being on here is to get paid. I don't pay people. You know what I mean? I don't pay people. And especially not to do that. Listen, there's one thing that's funny about me, SoFlo, in Chicago, is we all claim we're the best. And in all of our opinions, like in SoFlo's opinion, he's the best. In Chicago's opinion, he's the best. In my opinion, I'm the best. So why would I need anybody else to fucking attack you? I went at you forever, Nick. I just get bored with you. I get tired of it. You know what I mean? And anybody else that CM and SoFlo are attacking, guys, I have nothing to do with this. And if you try to make me pay for anything they do, I will start helping them. I will start helping them in any way I see fit. And then you'll really have a fucking problem. So leave me the fuck out of it. Okay, SoFlo will sometimes call me and tell me what he's about to do or whatever. It's like, okay, I'm not, I decide whether or not I'm getting involved in it. Usually he doesn't. Chicago, we don't talk that much on the phone like people think. Very rarely. We don't get together and fucking, plan some sort of strategy for the day every fucking day or ever. That's not how it works. So far, we are all individuals. We're all individuals. Chicago does what he wants. I do what I want. And SoFlo does what he wants. Okay, that's it. And I know that's the thing. Now you're all gonna this asshole came up with this theory that that I'm responsible for everything they do, which is one of the stupidest things I ever heard. Just admit it. Admit what it really is. For whatever reason, you think I'm a pushover. I won't do what these guys do in some cases, as far as, doing shows about you, every single fucking day. I get bored with you. I talk about you and I move on. You got somebody like SoFlo, you know what's coming if you fuck with him, right? He's going to talk about you every single fucking day, and you're not going to be able to escape it. Okay? So I guess because I don't go that far anymore, you think I'm the pushover. So instead of going at them because you're scared of them, you're going to come after me. Keep trying it and see what happens, because then I will help these guys. Okay? And I don't just mean I'll get involved and start beefing with the same people. I mean, I will get them any information they fucking need, if that's what it comes down to. Right now, I'm not involved in any of this shit. I'm doing my own thing. What I do on here is different from what they do. Not every day, but some days. You know what I mean? So if you think that's going to work, if you think you're going to come after and attack my family or dox my family members or anything as payback for what they're doing, first of all, you're making an asshole out of yourself. That's like saying somebody killed someone in your family and you know who did it, but you don't want him. You want one of his friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, what the fuck is wrong with you? Have the balls to go back after them if they're attacking you. You know what I mean? But if you think I'm some pushover and you're just going to do whatever you want to me, you haven't been paying attention. I will go ballistic and go off on every fucking buddy in MobTube, and you know what I mean. I'll expose every fucking buddy. People I haven't exposed yet. So there's no point in trying. You're going to be very, very sorry and regret it if you do. Because I don't give a fuck. So be a man. If these guys are fucking with you, go back at them. When you hear me fucking with you, that's me fucking with you. Okay? If you don't hear the words coming out of my mouth, then I'm not involved in any of it. I'm not part of it. Since when on MobTube do people have this belief that I need people to fight my battles for me? In my opinion, I fight better than anybody. So why the fuck would I do that? I don't give a fuck about any of you. You've all done everything possible to me and my fucking family, pretty much. So what is it that I'm afraid of? No, I just don't give a fuck. I don't want my head filled with Nick Romano every day or fucking MRE or JC or that's why I talk about somebody and I usually move the fuck on. The other day, I felt the need to talk about Howie a little bit. I've been waiting 10 fucking months or so to finally do that. I was waiting for him to push the wrong button, and that's what he did. So I did a couple of shows about him, and I moved the fuck on. Another person a while before that, he's been taking shots at me forever. It was eventually going to come to a head and I was going to have to speak out. I did one show and then I moved on. Okay. I'm different. I do this shit to make a living. I don't do this shit because I have any personal vendettas. I don't like Nick Romano. I don't like him, but I also don't give a fuck about him. Do you understand? Like, in other words, if he died tomorrow, it wouldn't matter to me. And if he wakes up feeling better than ever, it doesn't matter to me. I don't care. You know what I mean? I don't care. I sit here and I wait for people to start fights with me so I can make money off of going back at you. That's what I do. That's my hustle. If you're stupid enough to pick a fight with me, then you'll be prepared for me to humiliate you and make a lot of money while I do it. But I don't actually, some people are actually truly, genuinely mad at people on MobTube and they feel the need to get revenge. I don't give a fuck about any of that. I don't even take any of you seriously. So I don't give a fuck about getting revenge on you. And if I want to, I'll do something myself right here verbally and within the, the realm of legality. Okay. I don't ask for people to fight my fucking battles. You ain't going to believe them, but Chicago could tell you right now, I never asked them to fucking attack anybody, and SoFlo either. I don't need them to. I've been here longer than anybody, and I've been annihilating people for 3 fucking years. But you guys, just admit it. Admit it. When you come after me, it's because you're scared to death of those two guys. You're scared to death of them. And you think that somehow I'll be some sort of pushover because I've basically lost my passion for this horse shit completely. No. You will push me too far eventually, and I will fuck you up verbally, of course. And then you'll really be pissing and moaning. So leave me to fuck alone or don't. And if you don't, watch how much worse things get for you, because then I will say fuck it. You know what I mean? And that goes for anybody. Anybody who thinks they're going to take out on me anything these guys do, you're wrong. You're wrong. Because I'm not going to go to these guys and say, please stop bothering these people. No, fuck that. I'll just jump in. Eventually, I'll say, okay, fuck it. Now I am involved. But I don't know what part of me thinks the strategy is that if they, try to punish me for what SoFlo does, then I'll turn on SoFlo. Or if they punish me for what Chicago does, then I'll turn on Chicago. And that's a way of kind of breaking up this little friendship here so that, we're not friends anymore. I don't know what your plan is, but I'm a pretty fucking smart guy. And I'm not going to let you push my buttons, pull my strings, or tell me what to do. You're not going to force me into anything. You're not. We'll have the bloodiest war, in the history of MobTube. By bloody, I mean verbally, annihilating each other. I don't mean literal blood. I got to be very careful because everybody will say I threaten them. And you'll lose. You'll lose every time. Not me. I haven't lost a fight yet. 3 fucking years. So I already see what's happening. People send me little things. Oh, look at this. Look at that. Look what's going on here. Look what's going on there. And it's like, yeah, I see what's happening. One guy claimed that I'm responsible for what these guys do, and now everybody's jumping on the bandwagon. Okay. Meanwhile, none of you truly believe that. None of you truly believe that I can pull their strings or that they can pull mine. And none of you do. You're scared to death of them. So you figure, oh, if Chicago and SoFlo come after you, you'll come after me. Bro, you can ask anybody here. And this is no offense to those two guys. Nobody has done as much damage to people, to their enemies on here as I have. Okay, so you're not gonna, you know what I mean? You're not gonna win by going after me. You're not. It's not gonna work out for you. So I'm just making that clear. I love MobTube only for the tough talking. I'm going to do this and that, and they don't do shit. Well, of course. FPS, if you want more views, you have to get punched out by Gravano. No. First of all, I could give a fuck about views, and secondly, if I'm going to pull up on Sammy and Gerard, I'm gonna punch one of them in the fucking face. To be honest, I take breaks of this MobTube stuff. Waking up every morning of people arguing becomes exhausting to me. Yeah, it becomes exhausting to me too. Why do you guys think I'm getting into the politics thing? Because I'm looking for any way out of this possible. I don't want to be associated with these people. You know, the majority of the people on MobTube. I do not. I don't. I did this long enough, you know, and honestly, guys, the more the money dries up, the less I want to do it. It's like, what the fuck is the point? It's one thing if I'm making a few $100 a day, I'll fucking go to war with anybody, just for entertainment purposes. I don't give a fuck. But if I'm sitting here making like yesterday, you know, the whole fucking day, I probably made $80 fucking on 2 shows. You know, I'm not gonna give you guys blood. I'm sorry, I'm not. You know what I mean? I give what I get. You know what I mean? That's no offense to anybody, but those days are over. You know, when I was getting paid a fuck ton of money, yeah, I'll be involved in war after war, stress myself out, and get my blood pressure up. But if I'm not making money, people aren't going to get the type of show they want from me. That's just fair. You know what I mean? That's the way life works. You know, it's give and take. If you don't know, Alex Murdaugh stood on business in the pen and threw down against someone who essayed his niece. Is that right? Yeah, I don't never took interest in that case. An old friend of mine from MobTube here used to tell me about it all the time. I never took interest in it. I'm not a fan of rednecks, you know, and I just didn't care about that story. Is that right, baby? Well, have a good time doing it. Look, Chicago Muscle said he's the best. See, we all think we're the best. So that's the way it is. So just like SoFlo or Chicago don't need to call me up and ask me to fucking tear people apart for them. I would never do that. Anybody who knows me knows that. And why has that never happened ever? Ever in the history of MobTube has anybody said that I get other people to attack people for me? It's not. You're all full of shit. You guys don't believe that. You guys don't believe that. I asked SoFlo to do something the other day. He told me, or asked him not to do something the other day. He told me straight up, I don't give a fuck. I'm doing it. You know, so I'm fully aware of the fact I have no control of what these guys do. And so are you guys. So are you guys. You just want to say this now because you figure it'll be easier to come after me. Well, get me back to my old self, and I'll show you what a mistake that is. Thinking that, you know, Romano is so far gone. He's unhinged. Has turned himself into a clown show. Yeah, I don't watch him, but that's what I hear. I mean, that's what he was last time I watched him, and the time before that. Every time he was on here and everything else. So I'm assuming nothing changed. FBS, you're scheduled at the time slot of 10:30 Pacific time on my program. Motherfucker. Are you a made guy? I call the shots. SoFlo jumping backstage. Did I invite you on my program, motherfucker? I gotta be quiet because Santa's upstairs sleeping for work. We don't hold each other's dicks. No, of course not. Of course not. No. And the honest to God truth, and these guys will both tell you this. The only thing I've ever requested of them is not to do something. They could both tell you that right now, not to attack a certain person or not to do something. It's the only thing I've ever requested of them. Sometimes they're going to say, okay, you know, whatever, as a friend, I'll you know, whatever. I won't do it. Or they'll say, listen, I'm doing it any fucking way. And that's all there is to it. You know, so that's all I've ever asked them is not to attack a certain person or two. You know what I mean? As you guys know, as you guys know from something that just happened very recently. You know, I never asked them to do shit. Every now and then I'll ask them not to. But now that I see that you guys are going to fucking try to pressure me into doing that, now I don't give a fuck. They can do whatever they want. I'm not asking them not to do shit anymore. Because I'm going to make it very fucking clear that you are not going to fucking use me. You're not going to attack me and try to punish me for shit that they do. It ain't going to fucking happen. I'll punish you. That's what'll happen. Michael Hensley, we love you too. Yeah, no shit. Right? These clowns just want to be relevant. Of course. And that's another reason, guys. That's another reason. Like, for whatever reason, I hold this stupid position here on MobTube. Everybody looks at me as top dog. Okay. I don't know why. I've been trying to get rid of that for quite some time. It's not working. So, a lot of you I won't pay any mind to, even if these guys are talking about you, because I feel like that's exactly what you want at the end of the day, is really my attention. You know what I mean? Which is another reason why you'll completely ignore them when they're trashing you and you'll go straight to me. Because you figure if you're going to be trashed, you might as well be trashed by me, right? And gain some sort of relevance out of it or something. I don't fucking know. But that's what, everybody, they've said it. Nick just said it, him and Lefty recently. They want my attention. They want to get my attention. As soon as I hear that, I start ignoring you. And I'm not going to just give you my attention. You know what I mean? And if I see you doing stupid little shit to get it, I'm really not going to give you the attention. So that's one of the main reasons I won't talk about anybody for too long, because the more I talk about you, the more relevant you are. So I ain't doing it. I know he is, Dexter. I heard all about it. A couple of Bloods and Crips called me up and told me. Bring Danny Trio, a.k.a. Chip Mayhew, back. His rants were so great. You didn't feel bad laughing at him. Nick is like a chihuahua chasing its tail. You feel bad, sort of. I don't know. I have no sympathy for that guy, but I don't care about him. Like, you know what I mean? I don't have the history with Nick Romano that I do with some people on here. Like, if I really decided, if I woke up today and said, okay, a certain motherfucker has to pay for something, it ain't going to be Nick Romano. You know what I mean? It's going to be somebody who I have a long-standing beef with on here. And there's many, many, many to pick from. So I know he thinks that he's important in some way, but not to me. Not to me. Neither is Lefty. Look at Lefty. You ever notice I'll go in on Lefty and then you just won't hear me talk about him for months? It's because I'm not going to sit here talking about Lefty all fucking day. Like I always said, what could I do to him he hasn't done to himself? And I don't want to be associated with this kid. I don't want to be somebody who I could be going at anyone, but I'm talking about fucking Lefty. Lefty's a nobody. You know what I mean? If I'm gonna really engage in some sort of war with somebody, it's gonna be somebody who matters. You know, look at the longest war I was ever involved in. I think I'm pretty sure it was the longest. Was Angel, because Angel, whether you like her or not, she's relevant here. You know what I mean? She's one of the leaders here. And she's been here since the beginning. So it's like, okay, I'll go back and forth with you. You know, why not? But somebody like Lefty, somebody with a tiny little channel, gets a few fucking live views per show and doesn't really make any money and is just a fucking a complete and total piece of shit. No, I don't. I'd rather not be associated with you, even if it means I'm fighting with you. In other words, you have to matter for me to want to fight with you. Otherwise, what's the fucking point? What's the point of fighting with somebody who doesn't matter on MobTube or anywhere else? There you go, LL. FBS Chicago and SoFlo, the triple FBS Chicago and SoFlo, the triple threat. Well, yeah, when we all are attacking the same person, it's fucking ugly. You know what I mean? It's not good. I don't understand why people look for that. I mean, if these guys are attacking you and I'm not, you should consider yourself fucking lucky. You don't want me to join in. You do not. You don't. Chuck Zito was on every season of Oz, but only had 1 or 2 lines per show. LOL. Everyone else got killed, but they kept Chuck. Yeah, I remember him being on there. That's what they're trying to do. They're thinking if they go after you, it will get you all mad at each other. They also think if you come at me and Miss Can't Be Wrong, if you come at me, if they come at you and Miss Can't Be Wrong, you'll react. I just laugh. Well, that's why you can't give them what they want. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's what they want. They figure that I'll go to Chicago and be like, motherfucker, stop talking about this one or that one. It's coming back on me, or I'll do that to SoFlo. No, I'm never gonna ask a man not to do what he fucking wants to do. You know what I mean? Like I said, I've requested. I requested for quite some time that they don't bother a specific person, or at least I did with SoFlo. I never really talked to Chicago about it that much, and I kept them from doing it as long as I could. But there's a point where it's like, what am I going to say? You can't defend yourself against somebody, or you can't speak your mind because you're my friend. I mean, I can't do that, and I won't even try to do it. I also won't drag people into my own beefs. So that's another reason I would never call somebody like Chicago or SoFlo and say, "Hey, go after this one for me or that one for me." No. I don't want to be responsible for anything happening with or to anybody. Okay. So I know that's what they're planning, but it's not going to happen. I'm just going to consider whatever you do to me a personal attack on me, and then I will bring you a type of pain you've never felt in your life before, verbally, of course. Only verbally. I would never do anything illegal, and if I feel like it, if it's really going too far, it's like, okay, maybe I'll help these guys with whatever they're doing as well. So you do what you want, but you're not going to accomplish your goal. I saw something yesterday. The first thing I said is, "Oh, this one is accusing this one of doing this to him, so he's just going to completely bypass him and come after me for what he's saying this guy did." I know that sounds confusing, but come on, man. No, it's not. The grift eye is here. The economy is fantastic. I know you don't want to believe that, but it is. And secondly, do you know how long I've been hearing that the grift eye is here about the economy and how things are eventually going to dry up? Do you have any idea? 3 years. That's how long. That's not true. It's not true. Trust me. First of all, the economy is not bad. The economy, you can't judge the entire economy based on the price of groceries and gas. I know some people think you can, you can't. That's not the be all and end all of the economy. It's just one aspect, or in this case, two, I guess. That's not what determines whether or not an economy is good or bad. The economy is doing fucking great. Okay, it's doing great. And as far as the money drying up, again, the grift eye's here. I would think you would know better than to say that. You've been here a while. They've been saying that literally since my 3rd or 4th month on here. I went on to make, hundreds of thousands of fucking dollars. The money isn't going to dry up. People need to donate. That's all. And people will. It gets slow at times and then it picks up. It is what it is. But Mark, don't bother saying that shit to me, because it's ridiculous. It's this. People have been saying that over and over, yet it never happened. It never ever happened. To this day, the money hasn't dried up. So, you know what I'm saying? Antonino, what the fuck? Antonino gifted 5 Fat Bald Sicilian memberships. Thank you, Antonino. Let's see who got them. Let's see. Cat the U.S. Navy vet, Shyla Spellbound Creations, Crystal, Christopher Welty, Sarah motherfucking Z. Excellent. Thank you, bro. Thank you very, very much, Antonino, my man. Yeah, guys, feel free to donate, please. I'd appreciate it very, very much. It's what I'm here for, guys. If you're watching and enjoying the show, you should donate. What else? Yeah, right. The grift dies hard here. What do you think is going on in the world? The wealthy. I can't even tell if you're fucking with me. FBS, just tell them in the words of the great Hoobastank, shame on you. Listen, I don't know nothing about that shit. I don't even want to think about that song. Don't bring it up, T Gainey. Oh shit. Only wealthy people will be able to afford to donate. Yeah. I don't think we've had any wealthy people here yet, I'll be honest. And tons of fucking people donate or have donated over the years. Gizzo Antonino, what's up, bro? Thanks again for the five Fat Bald-Sicilian memberships. It's the revenge of Tooth forgot to. FBS, you gotta laugh at this silly shit. Which thing specifically? Just all this in general? Of course. The back of Romano's head has turned him into a clown show. The back of his head? What's up with the? I don't know. I know the top of his head is kind of goofy, but Pizza thinks he's top dog. Yeah, of course. He always did. He always did. War? No, I don't want to pass. Well, War can have it. I would feel bad. But yeah, War, you want to be the king of MobTube? Then you are. Yeah, Pete's always thought he was top dog. He sees himself as the supreme leader here. You know? Meanwhile, he's always had a chat made up of maybe 20, 30 fucking people. And at tops, at his peak. Oh, I didn't even see. I didn't realize Miss Campione sent me the names. Thank you, Miss Campione. At his peak. And, somehow he thinks, I'll tell you what, the money is unprecedented. I mean, there was definitely times I was making more than Tony Pizza, but for the most part, I honestly believe, on a regular basis, especially times like this when nobody's donating to me, there's no doubt. Because one thing about pizza is when there's no money for pizza, it lasts 2 or 3 days tops. For me, it could last 2 to 3 weeks, Romano admits SoFlo is backstage and then says, why don't you guys try to get in touch with me? What the fuck does he think SoFlo was trying to do? Yeah, what do you think, Nick? That was his way of trying to talk to you, Well, maybe not talk. Maybe scream or yell. I don't know. But, well, yeah, Grift Eye's here. Not to be a dick, but I am. I'm absolutely the expert. I mean, when it comes to, like, my donations and let's say the mob tube economy, yeah, I kind of am. I know my income. Nobody else knows my income. I know, Anthony. It's never ending. Yeah, everything's doing good. Yeah, well, if you listen to Trump, I don't even want to get into this, but you realize, War, I hope you don't take that seriously. The markets have been doing a fucking spectacular for how long now? You know what I'm saying? And Trump likes to say that's anytime he has a good poll. The stock market closes at like a record high. No, it's this is in Trump's imagination. You know what I mean? It's in his imagination. Stock market has been doing fucking great for quite some time now. It has nothing to do with him. And now I know people think that RFK is going to be this big help to him. He's going to help him a little, but not as much as people would like to think. Well, listen, we live in the same world. Grift Eyes here, well, listen, it don't matter. You're going to have your opinion. I'm going to have mine. But the Grift Eyes here, unless you are looking at the numbers, okay, what's going on in the economy? Anecdotal evidence and shit doesn't mean shit. Like what people are saying, if you hear a bunch of people bitching all day about their groceries, that doesn't mean the economy is bad. It means grocery prices are high. How fucking many times are we going to go over this? that there's a million reasons for grocery prices being high. And I guarantee you Joe Biden is not in control of it. And if Trump was in office right now, grocery prices would be high. It's just the way it is. And gas prices too. That's just the way it is. You think he's going to get elected and all that's going to go, the grocery prices are going to go back to normal and gas prices are going to drop substantially? You're crazy if you think that. You're crazy. Inflation happens, the grift eyes here. And you could say you're right in the middle of it. You see it. No, you see what you see in your day-to-day life. You're not looking at the overall picture of the economy. I look at the overall picture of the economy, and it's been doing great for a very long time, and it's getting better. So I don't want to get into politics on this show. God damn it, Mark, you fucker. It's not worth you scratching my head over. I don't know what you're talking about in that one, Grift. Pizza thinks he's the top dog. He isn't even the top pizza. No, definitely not. OC, member for 22 months. What up? What up? Thank you, OC. Appreciate you being a member for so long. Good to see you. Pizza says he needs wallpaper and carpet for the ship box and goes out and buys a necklace, cell phones, and a TV. Well, of course. Why not? I can't even believe he bought a necklace. Usually it would just be the cell phones and a TV. But what was it? Another Maltese chain? Maltese pendant on a tinfoil chain? Yes, Miss Can't Be Wrong. Absolutely. The back of Romano's head looks like a Walmart speed bump. Jesus. Oh, yeah. The billionaires are doing just fine, Chris, you know? Yeah. Thanks to Trump's tax cuts, they're doing better than ever. Yeah. And they're going to keep doing better every year until those tax cuts expire. Yeah. He gave them fucking, yeah, absolutely. Griff, that's what you don't understand, Griff, is because you listen to this horse shit and you don't listen to me when I present facts and stuff. You just listen to Fox News while they lie to you. The billionaires are getting richer thanks to Trump. Okay. And you guys who think you're feeling the effects of the economy, or maybe you are, don't realize that that's due to Trump's policies. I try to explain this over and over again, but no, it's not my opinion. That's where you're mistaken. The grift eyes here. Look, Chris, again, it's your opinion. I have my opinion. We don't have to go on and on. What? But you keep leaving comments, grift. Well, I move on and you keep leaving comments. It's not my opinion. I want to make that perfectly clear. It's not my opinion. I speak facts. I study this shit. I read about it constantly. You know what I mean? And it's not my opinion when I say shit about the economy. It's the facts. When people, say, oh, the economy's bad, that's your opinion because the economy's not. That's the facts are the economy is doing great. So it's no, I'm speaking facts. You're speaking opinion. I just got to be honest with you. Anyway, guys, you feel like donating? I'd appreciate it, especially since this show is now taking a left turn. I'm going to request that the politics conversation stop. Let's see if it works or stops. I don't want to talk politics on this show, but when you put me in a corner, I have no choice. I have no choice. No, my chain is short. Does your chain hang low? What is what's that about? Pizza keeps going on about recordings he has. What the fuck? Recordings of what? Recordings of what? Probably people that talk to him on the phone that he records, I would assume. What else would he have recordings of? Well, then obviously driving a truck makes you the expert, the grift eyes here. Come on, stop it, bro. Stop. Mark, you're being silly now. I drive a truck. That you're right about. I appreciate you saying that. All right, no more politics, please, Mark. Thank you. My Pickle Park Patreons love me. They always give me pearl necklaces. Did you mean patrons? What did you mean? He says he has recordings of Tina Soflo. Oh, shut up. No, he doesn't. Yeah, right. Okay. And how would he have those exactly? He's full of shit. I know you do, and I appreciate that very much, Mark, which is another reason I don't want to fight with you about fucking politics. I appreciate every dime you give me. The other day after the show, I got $20 from Grift, and I appreciate it. Always. Anybody who donates, I appreciate it. MobTube evolution to PolitoTube. Ah, PolitoTube. That would have to, all props would have to go to Anthony Santoro if that's what I name it on that one. Somebody tried to take credit for MobTube. That one was all me. But Anthony Santoro, that's not a bad name, PolitoTube. That's very, very good. Oh shit. No, but it's that's at least by design. Like on these shows, I don't want to talk politics right now, because we get sidetracked and then everything we talked about on this show is forgotten and now we're arguing with each other. That's what the politics shows are for. But yes, I am trying to go the way of all politics. You know what I mean? This is what I'm working on, basically. This is the way I'm going to do things. Like I asked for donations on these shows a few times. I'm going to ask again, guys. Please donate if you can. You're enjoying the show. There's 125 of you. I don't understand. I'll never understand people that will take, and not give. $5 fucking $2, $1. It's as simple as that. You keep these shows going. If I'm making money on these shows, I'm not going to do much politics because I don't make that much on the politics shows. But if I ain't making shit on these shows, I'm just going to do politics because at least then I'll build a new audience and there will be people there that donate. He's posting shorts of Tina cleaning Soflo's desk and he thinks that's a big deal. Oh, come on, please. That's ridiculous. That's his big recordings of Tina. He don't have recordings of Tina. And besides, I don't think it's going to go well for him again if he tries to attack Tina. I wouldn't suggest that. PolitiTube for political and polluted tube for MobTube. Yeah, that sounds about right. You would watch all the political stuff. Well, I'm going to do a politics show today at 6 o'clock or 5. I'm going to try 5 o'clock politics. And it's going to be a good one because we have a lot to talk about. I'm going to show you guys proof of Trump admitting that not only does he know about Project 2025, but he's all aboard, or he's on board, I should say, all aboard. He's on board with it. He knows about it. He admits straight up that Heritage Foundation is basically writing the blueprint for his next administration, for his next term in office, I should say. And, they plan on following all those policy suggestions and implementing them or enacting them, whatever you want to say. I'm going to show you it in his own words for the people that say he doesn't know about Project 2025. Pizza thinks he is getting away with it. With what exactly? With the stupid... No, Anthony Santoro. I will give you credit. I would never take credit from somebody. If I use a name, no. PolitiTube is good. Hell of a lot better than Politics Tube. I'll tell you that fucking much. Or maybe Nothing Tube. Maybe something completely different. Yes, 5 because I'm on at 7. Oh, I know. I'm fully aware. And remind me if I start to go over because the politics shows run very long. Okay, that's cool, Miss Can't Be Wrong. I know you don't like those shows. It's all good. All right, guys, we totally veered off into politics. Everything got all fucked up here. We're talking about Project 2025 and Trump and the stock market and grocery prices and gas. Time for me to shut it down. Thank you guys for everything. I'm out of here. I love you all. And until next time, salute.